The name of this chapter in my life in general, across the board, is faith over fear. What is poppin'? And so people of this universe, welcome back to Multifaceted by KJC. I am KJC, or Kiara. How you all doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to just come and give another update about where I am and how I'm feeling and how everything's going so far with my entrepreneurship journey and where I am at this stage. So I've already L.L.C'd. I'm working on my first big project. I have people in place to help me. But right now, overall, I feel like the name of this chapter in my life in general, across the board, is faith over fear. I can easily become someone who is in a worrywart, I've always been one. All throughout my life, all throughout my childhood, I was that responsible kid. I didn't cause too much stress. I thought ahead. I thought things through. I understood the consequences of things because I didn't want to cause issues. I didn't want trouble. I didn't want problems. And that anticipation of what could go wrong has not served me well. And so I've come to understand how important peace is and how valuable it is to me, and that I will do almost anything to maintain my peace and the peace within my home and the peace within my life. And I understand that peace is something that is high on my priority list. And so across the board, I just have to live in faith over fear. Faith is believing in something that you can't prove, you can't touch it, you can't see it, you can't smell it. Well, maybe you can see it. I see it. Faith is something different that a lot of people don't understand. I believe my journey in life has brought me to where I am now. Of course, dumb statement, but bear with me. And so my whole life has been my entrepreneurship journey. It is preparing me for what I'm doing right now and where I'm going, and faith comes in heavy. Not, it believing in myself and believing in the fact that God's got me and that what is meant for me will be for me, and all I have to worry about is what I can do. Do what I can do, and as long as I'm doing what I'm able to do and I'm capable of doing, and I'm doing it to the best of my ability, all will work out, and when I don't see a way is always going to be made for me, because that's the pattern that my life has shown me. You had told me in August that once I left my job, I wouldn't have been able to get another one. I wouldn't have taken the route that I took. I wouldn't have left my job the way I did. I wouldn't have left it at the time that I did. And that was leaving that job and realizing, oh shit, I can't get another job. I'm having trouble getting another job, which was something I never experienced. I understood, okay, I have to trust in something bigger than myself and trust in something that I don't understand. I have to trust in the process and trust that God's going to work out the how, because I didn't know how I was going to pay the bills, how I was going to eat, how I was going to build this business. I didn't know the how. And along the way, I feel like there have been a lot of times where I didn't know the how. The how didn't make sense. The math in my bank account didn't make sense, but that's the faith of it. You believe and you just keep thriving and you do what you know you have to do, and it will work out. And I feel like the best example is where I make a big decision, or I make a decision and it just seems so incredibly stupid and irresponsible. But it's a leap of faith I'm taking, because I'm going with something that I feel within myself. And that example is that I left my third job. the job that was giving me the biggest income. It was setting me up, I'm not gonna lie. And it was part-time, and it was good. It was working with someone that is an incredible person, and someone that I could learn from. But unfortunately, it was disrupting my ability to give everything I needed to give to my job, aka my business. You know, my primary job. That is my first job. It's my first responsibility. It's my baby. It's my firstborn. I'm putting a lot of my life on hold for this, and I wouldn't change it, of course, but there's a sacrifice I'm making, a lot of sacrifices that a lot of people don't see, they don't understand, they don't respect. But it's faith over fear. And I know that it's all gonna work out, you know, but that's something that a lot of people don't understand. They're like, why would you do that? Why would you quit your job? That's a great job. You know, granted, I got 2 others. It's not like I'm in need of a job that desperately, but that was faith. I didn't know how I would be able to survive without the extra money, but here I am. I'm not starving. The bills are paid. We Gucci in this house. The energy has gone back to the way that it needs to be. A lot of chaos involved that I needed to do away with in order to be able to truly focus and maintain the structure that I need for my business, because my business comes first at the end of the day. And I was nervous about it. I really was. I was like, I don't know. I know this is the right decision, but it doesn't make sense, you know? But I went with it. And in this part of my life, I'm learning that when you have to be able to give and receive freely. You can't hold on to something so tight, because some things are not meant to be forever. And when you hold on to them, sometimes you end up missing your blessings and blocking your blessings, you know? And that's something that I have learned a lot in my personal life, all throughout my life. And it does apply throughout my entrepreneurship journey. If I had held on to this job so tightly, just with the death grip, I would have blocked my blessing as far as how much I've been able to accomplish and get done for my business. And that's so much more important to me. I am not going to live in fear. Fear kills. It kills, it destroys. It's like stress. Stress is the worst thing for your body. Continuous stress over time will kill you. Fear causes stress. Fear will kill you. Fear and stress. I've made myself sick. Physically sick. Like, how are you 19 years old and they think you're having a heart attack? Yeah. Physically sick, stressing and fearing and harping on negativity and holding on and not thinking there was a positive thing that was going to happen. I'm not going to do that. I'm too old for that. I'm going to live in reality, but in faith, you know? And moving forward, just there are certain ways I want to carry myself. And there is a mantra that I have been, I don't even know if it's a mantra necessarily, but it has been something that I have been speaking into myself and speaking into my business for since last December, January, that I want to carry myself with dignity and integrity. I need wisdom, and I also need courage so that I can follow through on that wisdom, and that I can carry myself and enter into every situation with grace. Give myself grace in situations where I'm new to something, and make sure that the things that I'm doing allow me to be able to have peace of mind and do not disrupt my inner spiritual peace. And within my business, any project that I get into, I want it to have dignity and integrity. I want there to be some wisdom. I want it to encourage, you know, and I want to do it gracefully, and not cause chaos within, people. Look, there are some things that are just gonna cause chaos, because if me cause you chaos, that sound like a you problem, because me, I don't have no beef. So if whatever I'm putting out causes you chaos, maybe you need to speak to someone about that. But that's not my intention, to go and cause chaos and things like that. I want to bring peace to the world. Another thing that I'm learning in life in general that does spill over into my entrepreneurship journey and my business is that just because I'm a singular being, I still have a huge effect on the world. And the world still has a huge effect on me. I feel like that's something that has been a foreign concept to some of the people that I've been speaking to in the past couple of years. They don't understand how they affect the world, nor do they understand how the world affects them. And I think that's, a part of being aware, self-awareness and things like that, and just growing in maturity. But within my businesses and my projects, I want to be aware of what I'm getting into and how that affects me and how I affect it. Can I bring something to the table? Can I bring something to this? Is this bringing something positive to me? Are we sewing into each other, or are we causing discord? And I feel like that is something that has just been on my mind and very important to me, and me making sure that I am staying in line with my morals and my values and my inner code and my standards. Even in business, I am learning something about myself, that I'm not swayed by a dollar sign. I could be as poor as they come, honey. You don't know my story. But I'm not swayed by a dollar sign. And I know they say everyone has a price, but mine isn't monetary. And me and my mom were just talking about this the other day, and I was like, my price isn't monetary. You could flash a lot of money in front of me and I may consider it, but probably at the end of the day, it all depends on what you're coming with. Because if you're coming with chaos and distrust and discord and problems and crazy chaotic energy, if you're an evil human being, I'm not taking your money. That's where I am right now. I'm thinking about my values, my morals, how I want to be as a business person, the energy that I want to surround myself with, and the best ways to get my business off the ground, and living in faith and not fear. And I'm just really, really grateful. And yeah, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't make it too long. I hope it didn't rant and ramble and stuff like that. I do have a tendency to do that. But if you guys enjoyed this content, definitely come by. Please drop some comments down below, subscribe, and share this if it's something that you or someone you know could benefit from. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Ciao.